What is up, everybody? Welcome to AK Plays. I'm AK. Let's play. Alright guys, well, we got another talking video. I know I've done like 3 of these in a row, but I don't know, I guess I've had a lot of topics to discuss. So this video is going to be about Call of Duty Black Ops 4's beta and kind of my first reactions to it. Now, this isn't going to be an in-depth review of the game and telling you about what certain things are and how they work. I can make that kind of video if you guys are really interested in the game and you want to know more about it. But this is more going to be, as a Division player, is it worth learning about this game and crossing over to try it? I just watched a Jasamian video that he gave this thing a raving review. He talked about how it was the best PvP game and it's going to be amazing this entire year. I don't quite agree with that. I mean, it's a good game. It's good. It's definitely not the best game of all time. It's definitely not the best PvP game ever. Black Ops 3, in my opinion, was ahead of this game. This game feels old. I know it's brand new, but it feels like this should be Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 3 should be Black Ops 4. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else, but it feels like Black Ops 3 was more polished. It feels like it was just a better game and it had everything just worked better. This game feels clunky. It doesn't feel like it runs very well. It might just be me and my equipment because my equipment's pretty outdated anyway. But it didn't feel very good. The time to kill felt pretty long. I know coming from Division, this isn't long. Our fights in the Division last like 3 minutes. But in this game, for Call of Duty, these fights feel very long. I'm using a DMR, and it's taking 2 to 3 shots, which that's why I'm using it. I'm trying to kind of cut down that time to kill so I can move from opponent to opponent. Because I'm used to that in Call of Duty. I liked that in Black Ops 3, I could rip down like 10 people in a matter of a minute. But in this game, it takes a little longer. There's some healing. You don't have that regen. So it's a little different, and if you've played previous Call of Duties, this game is completely different than previous Call of Duties, and it's a whole nother thing to get used to. It's kind of a mix of a few different games. It feels like they just grabbed what worked on different games and put it all together and smashed it into a game, which, I mean, this game's fine. It's kind of fun, but the entire time I was playing, I was thinking to myself, I kind of want to go play Division, or I kind of want to even play Fortnite. Like, I don't think this will keep my attention very long. I think that this is, I already have it pre-ordered and I'm going to get it. And I'll probably end up playing it for a few weeks, like I did for World War II, the last Call of Duty. I'll probably play it for a couple of weeks. I'll probably only put out a couple of videos on it. Unless the game comes out and it is much better than this feels, I don't think I'm going to be investing a whole lot of time into it. The one thing that I think will save this game, in my opinion, is Blackout, which is going to be their Battle Royale. Which, if you're not familiar, Battle Royales like PUBG and Fortnite, and I believe H1Z1 has one. Like, it'll come out with a Battle Royale called Blackout, which looks really cool, and it has a lot of nostalgia, which I think is going to really help it out. Especially for me, I'm a huge nostalgia person, and I like the feeling that I'll probably get playing that game. So I think that Blackout is going to save BO4. I think the multiplayer is not my favorite. I liked BO3 much, much better. I would say 10 to 100 times better. I'll probably end up doing a little bit on the Black Ops 4 multiplayer, but I really don't think I'm going to be sticking to it very much. So I'm probably going to be playing the Division all the way up until the Division 2 comes out, which I'm sure you guys will love because we're all Division people, and you know what, I'm going to love it too. I love the Division. It's been my favorite game. It is my favorite game, and nothing will ever replace it that I can imagine. So I think that I'm not too upset. I'm going to be playing the Division more. This game, it's good, and it's probably worth a try. I mean, you can go put down $5 for a pre-order at GameStop and get the beta. The beta is only going to last the rest of the weekend, and then I believe next month we're going to get a beta for the Battle Royale, which I am going to be much more interested in because I think that could possibly hold my attention and could be really, really fun. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to figuring out how I feel about that. As for the multiplayer so far, not a huge fan. It's alright. They have one mode called Heist, which is very, very fun. It's very different than Call of Duty. It's got kind of a, I think it's CS:GO that has game modes like this, or this is how it's played, is what I've been hearing. So if you're familiar with that game, it's kind of like that, where you go into a buy menu and buy weapons each round. But it feels like it's kind of got the battle pacing of Call of Duty Search and Destroy games, with a little bit of that buy menu and being able to upgrade your weapons throughout the rounds. And that one actually is a very fun game mode. I've liked that. I've been playing a lot of Heist. Right now I'm just showing gameplay of a Kill Confirm game that I had. It was just a very average game in the middle of the day that I said, you know what, I'm just going to record this because I didn't do anything crazy. We weren't playing against just like some trash cans that I could rip through, and we weren't playing against superheroes that were destroying me. So either way, it was basically, that's kind of how I felt about the whole game though. I feel like it's very average. The gameplay was average to me. The time to kill felt really long, as you just saw in that guy. I thought I'd already killed him and I was moving on to my next target, and then I ended up paying for it and he killed me. Which, I raged a little bit, but I wasn't quite that upset. Either way, I won't keep rambling. I feel like I'm starting to repeat the same things over and over, so sorry about that. But, conclusion, the multiplayer is just kind of meh. It's very average, and I don't really think that I'm going to be loving it and playing it for as much as I thought, which is kind of disappointing to me. However, I'm really looking forward to the Battle Royale Blackout, because I think that that is going to be unbelievably fun, and I have extremely high hopes for that. So that'll probably be the next video I do, is my first impressions for the Blackout game mode. And then of course there's zombies, is always fun, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But other than that, the multiplayer I don't think is going to be everything that I expected, which is a little bit of a downer. But I'll let the rest of this play out. There's not much left, and this ends up being, I think it's a 30 and 10 3.0 KD, and I'm using classes that I think this SMG class doesn't even have attachments. So I don't know, it's very average, but it's all I had at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoy, and however you feel, if you are a Division fan, if you want to try Call of Duty, I hope that this kind of gives you some kind of direction. As for me, it's kind of a very middle-of-the-road game. I mean, it's good to try, because I've been hearing on both sides. I've been hearing some people say that it's the best game ever. I've been hearing other people say that it's garbage. So I think that it's for everyone to try and kind of get your own opinion. For me, I think it's just kind of average, and I don't think that it's as entertaining to me as The Division is. And even Fortnite. I probably would rather play Fortnite over this, and then, of course, The Division is 5 to 10 times better than both of the games. So I'll probably be going back to The Division for the foreseeable future. But if you have any questions, or if you agree, disagree, if you have anything you want me to know, throw it in the comment section.